Hi, welcome to the Quiz Cat. Let's guess the 100 birds in the 10-second. Let's start. Please subscribe the Quiz Cats before starting to get new and interesting quizzes. Let's start. All right. Let's guess the next bird. American, Robin, you are great. Let's guess the next bird. Northern Cardinal, great job. Let's guess the next bird. Blue Jay, all right. Let's guess the next bird. House Sparrow, well done. Let's guess the next bird. Morning Dove, great job. Let's guess the next bird. American Goldfinch, great job. Let's guess the next bird. Red-tailed hawk, all right. Let's guess the next bird. Barn owl, well done. Let's guess the next bird. Great horned owl, you are great. Let's guess the next bird. Downy woodpecker, great job. Let's guess the next bird. Pileated woodpecker, all right. Let's guess the next bird. Black-capped chickadee, great job. Let's guess the next bird. Tufted titmouse, you are great. Let's guess the next bird. Eastern bluebird, you are great. Let's guess the next bird. Cedar waxwing, great job. Let's guess the next bird. Northern flicker, all right. Let's guess the next bird. Yellow warbler, well done. Let's guess the next bird. Carolina wren, you are great. Let's guess the next bird. European starling, great job. Let's guess the next bird. Killdeer, you are great. Let's guess the next bird. Ruby-throated hummingbird, well done. Let's guess the next bird. Belted kingfisher, all right. Let's guess the next bird. Common grackle, great job. Let's guess the next bird. Red-winged blackbird, you are great. Let's guess the next bird. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Mallard duck. All right. Let's guess the next bird. Wood duck. Great job. Let's guess the next bird. Green heron. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Great blue heron. All right. Let's guess the next bird. Snowy egret. Great job. Let's guess the next bird. American kestrel. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Peregrine falcon. You are great. Let's guess the next bird. Osprey. Great job. Let's guess the next bird. Sandhill crane. All right. Let's guess the next bird. Whooping crane. You are great. Let's guess the next bird. Common loon. All right. Let's guess the next bird. Double-crested cormorant. All right. Let's guess the next bird. American coot. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Pied-billed grebe. Great job. Let's guess the next bird. Rock pigeon. All right. Let's guess the next bird. Eurasian collared dove. You are great. Let's guess the next bird. Northern mockingbird. Great job. Let's guess the next bird. Song sparrow. Great job. Let's guess the next bird. Swamp sparrow. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Chipping sparrow. All right. Let's guess the next bird. White-crowned sparrow. Great job. Let's guess the next bird. White-throated sparrow. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Savannah sparrow. Great job. Let's guess the next bird. Lincoln sparrow. All right. Tree swallow. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Barn swallow. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Martin, you are great. Let's guess the next bird. Finch, great job. Let's guess the next bird. Purple finch, well done. Let's guess the next bird. Pine siskin, well done. Let's guess the next bird. Red crossbill, all right. Let's guess the next bird. Indigo bunting, well done. Let's guess the next bird. Scarlet tanager, you are great. Let's guess the next bird. Rose-breasted grosbeak, well done. Let's guess the next bird. Evening grosbeak, great job. Let's guess the next bird. Baltimore oriole, great job. Let's guess the next bird. Orchard oriole, all right. Let's guess the next bird. Grey catbird, well done. Let's guess the next bird. Brown thrasher, you are great. Let's guess the next bird. Hermit thrush, well done. Let's guess the next bird. Wood thrush, great job. Let's guess the next bird. American crow, all right. Let's guess the next bird. Fish crow, well done. Let's guess the next bird. Common raven, great job. Let's guess the next bird. Yellow-billed cuckoo, well done. Let's guess the next bird. Black-billed cuckoo, you are great. Let's guess the next bird. Northern shrike, well done. Let's guess the next bird. Loggerhead shrike, great job. Let's guess the next bird. Eastern towhee, well done. Let's guess the next bird. Spotted towhee, well done. Let's guess the next bird. Eastern meadowlark, all right. Let's guess the next bird. Western meadowlark, you are great. Let's guess the next bird. Northern harrier, great job. Let's guess the next bird. hawk. All right. Let's guess the next bird. Sharp-shinned hawk. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Broad-winged hawk. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Red-shouldered hawk. Great job. Let's guess the next bird. Golden eagle. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Turkey vulture. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Black vulture. You are great. Let's guess the next bird. Wild turkey. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Ruffed grouse. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Spruce grouse. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Ring-necked pheasant. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Northern bobwhite. You are great. Let's guess the next bird. Sora. All right. Let's guess the next bird. Virginia rail. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Common gallinule. You are great. Let's guess the next bird. American woodcock. Great job. Let's guess the next bird. Wilson's snipe. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Spotted sandpiper. You are great. Let's guess the next bird. Greater yellow legs. Well done. Let's guess the next bird. Lesser yellow legs. Great job. Let's guess the next bird. Solitary sandpiper. All right. Thank you for watching video. Like, comment and subscribe to the channel to get the next video.